Insane. Okay.
Is it though?
At least he's not standing here opening cases like some of BCSO.
I woke up just like 20 minutes
Call
ago. I
Ventura
heard
and
Red
ask
Team
him what
has
he
another
does during
victim.
court cases.
Yes. Yep. Good work, Jessica.
People are going to be terrified to be investigated by me in court. I'm going to take your phone one day for just a day and answer your phone calls. And just be like, this is Marshall Jessica Springfield. I need your name and CID number. So I can pre-clear you to come invest with tonight.
It's time anyways.
Yeah, she's such a fucking...
All right. Thank you all for being back here today. It is 1 p.m. Eastern.
I can't hear y'all if y'all are talking.
What? At all?
At all? No, hear any of us.
Oh, now
I can hear all of you.
I can hear all of you.
I can hear two of you.
Can you not hear Angela?
Come up. Make
No.
sure you're yelling, Angela.
I'm screaming.
I can't hear
at the top
Angela.
of my lungs.
It might be a me thing.
Yeah, you might want to run outside and take a mumble pill.
Yeah.
Me or Angela?
Probably you, yeah. And then, yep.
Try saying something now, Angela.
Any better?
Yes.
All right. All right. We are going ahead and calling court back in session for.
If you want to come down to the
Cole
courthouse, I can
versus
chat with you
Bruce
afterwards.
Taylor.
There's a verdict being read.
It is Wednesday, December.
I don't really
3rd,
want to chat the courthouse, Brian.
Eastern.
It's a good verdict.
We'll have
Like they say.
to meet somewhere else.
For the verdict.
Okay, I'll let you know, right?
It's going to be long, so we're going to try and keep each bit as brief as possible while still addressing each
I
charge
emailed you what we were
adequately.
talking about because it's easy to
After
talk about.
reviewing all of the evidence and arguments presented, the panel has reached a verdict on each of the charges as well as on the questions relating to the seizures of the properties and businesses in question and the clawbacks of grants, including the profits and proceeds of such. For the 22 charges of illegal blueprints, upon examining the evidence highlighted within Report 35604, the panel was able to confirm 17 illegal blueprints, 15 thermal fuses, 1 makeshift 1911 suppressor, and 1 makeshift 1911 flashlight blueprint, making this charge partially guilty. No argument was presented for the illegality of the RFID cloners or scan devices, and as such, they are not being weighed in this verdict. For the charge of possession of contraband in the second degree, the panel examined the evidence highlighted within Report 35604, detailing the raid on Strawberry Avenue 20. In this report, the officers discovered 5 packages that met the description of the charge. Due to the state of the packages that they were initially discovered in, they were unable to be fully documented before they fell to pieces. With the 5 discovered, the second degree charge is appropriate, and the panel has found Mr. Baylor guilty of this charge. For the conspiracy to weapons traffic charge, the panel examined the evidence highlighted within Reports 35607 and states evidence 40 and 41. This covered the raid on Insenio 18, as well as call and text logs. During this raid, within a locked storage unit, a notebook was discovered that, as part of an offer for weapons for sale, included a phone number which should be used to place clandestine orders by using a code. Due to the notebook being found within a locked storage unit, combined with there being text discovered to the number detailed in the notebook, the requirements for conspiracy to weapons traffic have been met, and the panel has found Mr. Baylor guilty of this charge.
Oh, shit!
For the conspiracy to commit robbery charge, the panel examined the evidence presented and highlighted within Report 35604, which covered the raid on Strawberry 20. Within the evidence discovered during this raid, there was ample proof connecting Mr. Baylor to robberies. However, there was nothing showing a conspiracy with another person, making Mr. Baylor not guilty of this charge. For the charges of 2 counts of accessory to identity theft, the panel examined the evidence presented and highlighted within the Report 35602, which details the raid on Strawberry 24.
Man, Angela and him went hard on this.
35931.
You can tell they put in work into this.
The two identity cards being presented during the crime detailed in 35931, matching those found during the raid of Strawberry 24. And the panel has found Mr. Baylor guilty of these charges. For the charges of 24 counts of identity theft. The panel examined the evidence presented and highlighted within report 35602, which highlighted the raid on Strawberry 24. While the evidence did show the presence of many fake IDs, due to the ambiguous wording of identity theft charge, the panel was unable to find evidence meeting this charge, making Mr. Baylor not guilty of these charges.
That one needs to be worked on.
Charges of 3
We
counts
might get
fraud, the panel examined the evidence presented and highlighted within report 35667, 35671, and 35670, which consists of the lease agreements presented for the Strawberry Avenue properties. There was sufficient evidence presented that these contracts were intended to wrongfully deceive in order to personally gain, with Mr. Baylor attempting to sign away the liabilities of the contents in his properties.
Oh, shit.
While still maintaining ownership. And the panel has found Mr. Baylor guilty of these charges.
Is there any more?
Moving on to the 6 counts of embezzlement. The panel looked at the 7 grants that were highlighted, 4 that went to B2 Ventures and 3 to B2 Customs. Now, when it comes to the charge of embezzlement, the charge starts with every person commits embezzlement who, being entrusted with money, property, or assets belonging to a business, organization, or government entity. The important word to look at here is entrusted. That's what these grants are built on, trust. Once you step into the realm of receiving county money, money that's the result of the public and the people.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! This is huge!
The punishment shall be as weighty as the trust bestowed upon you. On the 10th of October, B2 Ventures received a $4.5 million business grant for operations and advertising. The whole document supporting the grant request had been altered and is no longer viewable in its original form, instead being overwritten by a new request.
Oh, fuck!
And then Mayor Roselle, the grant is to fulfill the needs of operations and advertising. However, with no further breakdown as to what operations means, no evidence of advertising costs, the lack of any documented expenditures matching this request leads the panel to find this grant to have been fully embezzled.
Oh my God.
B2 Ventures received a $5 million business grant for acquisition support for a new business venture called The Box. The proposal states that The Box is a new business started under B2 Ventures, yet no such business exists. Further into the proposal outlines how The Box will be a gambling venue, yet none of the following transactions indicate any payouts, winnings, stakes from players. The lack of any evidence to support what the money was designated for has led the panel to find this grant to have been fully embezzled. The 25th of October 2025, B2 Ventures received a $3.4 million business grant by mistake, as this very same request had been paid in full on the 20th. The original request was submitted for $5 million, but included in the body that the purchase of the project was $6.8 million, leading to this grant where the mayor's office is offering to cover half of the project's cost. This double payment was not returned to the mayor's office. This is not like Monopoly, where you get banking errors in your favor. This raised multiple red flags, as the comment from Mayor Roselle starts with LSCMO unfortunately overlooked this request. But they didn't overlook it. They paid it out. They paid out $5 million. Had either of those transactions truly been an error, then the money should have been sent back to Los Santos County. But it wasn't. Instead, business continued as usual, and this has led the panel to find this grant to have been fully embezzled. On the 29th of October 2025, B2 Ventures received a $2.5 million business grant for the purchase of an aircraft for use in events. In the proposal, it states aircraft purchased $2.5 million. The panel found that an aircraft was purchased for $1.695 million, with the comment in the transfer stating, remaining balance of $805K to be used for pilot school and license, additionally repair kits and miscellaneous. That is not what Mr. Baylor was sent the money for. The remaining $805,000 was not earmarked or designated for anything other than the purchase of an aircraft. But we find that that portion of the grant was found to have been embezzled. We now move on to B2 Customs. On the 7th of October, B2 Customs received a $5 million business grant, with the proposal breaking it down into $3 million in bet purchases, $1 million in engine purchases, $600,000 for parts sourcing, $100,000 for advertising, and $300,000 for operational costs. Of this, the panel found evidence backing the bet purchases and the engine purchase. For the parts purchase of $600,000, we found that $100,000 was used, leaving $500,000 to have been embezzled. For the advertising and operational costs, the panel found no expenditures, no employee salaries, no asset fees, no power bills, nothing you'd expect to fall under operational costs. This left $400,000 to have been embezzled. Together, the embezzled portion of this grant is $900,000. On the 14th of October, B2 Customs received a $5 million business grant, which the comment stated B2 held multiple events over the weekend, which were well attended and successful, paying out nearly $3 million in grant funding. However, when looking at the transactions for that preceding weekend, there are zero costs associated with spending for an event. No payments for catering, no prize money, no staff wages, nothing. The panel found no evidence of any transfers or expenditures backing this grant, leading the panel to find this grant to be fully embezzled. And then on the 29th of October, B2 Customs received a $5 million business grant, $4.5 million of which was for bet and $500,000 for operational expenses. There was evidence to support the bet purchases, but no expenditures or transfers matching the operational expenses required, leading the panel to find that this portion of the grant has been embezzled.
This case. Sorry.
Woman.
Motherfucker only paid me like 30k to perform for hours.
This case has raised numerous red flags for the panel. Not just with the lack of shame on the part of Mr. Baylor, but the ease in which previous mayoral offices are entrusting people with county funds.
Except
We do not
Brian
doubt that
Nino
there will be more
Chavez.
cases such as this. The total amount of money found by the panel to have been embezzled by Mr. Baylor was $19,605,000.
Oh my
For the
god!
embezzlement charge, he is liable to pay this amount back. However,
19 mil, I only got
under the
30K.
Bribes Act, the state is entitled to the full repayment of the grants misused, leading to the full repayment of these grants that were tainted by the embezzlement. A total of $30,400,000.
Oh my
Due to the
god.
charges against him, Mr. Baylor's business license will be terminated and his business is seized. The liquid value of Mr. Baylor's business accounts, B2 Ventures, Customs, and Real Estate, which have been held in escrow by the courts, is to be turned over to the state as partial settlement of this judgment.
Oh my god!
The balance detailed is in Report 35981, which is $18,167,662 as last accounted for.
That's
The
18
remainder
plus
of this
7
judgment will
times
be
7.
settled
It's
through
almost.
the seizure and auction of the 7 properties and their associated contents.
Oh my
As a
god.
cursory valuation of the properties, we will. One moment.
Gotta wind him up.
Evaluation of the properties. We first looked at the market value put forth by the local realtors, as shown on the real estate app. However, the panel has found that those to be woefully below the curve of inflation in our city. Thus, the panel multiplied that value by 5 times, bringing the values more in line with our current economical situation.
I would say it's more than 5,
We
right?
did consider the amounts that the properties have went for at auction, but something to also consider with that is that due to the fact those are blind auctions, people tend to overestimate how much is actually needed to win those auctions, with some people even outbidding themselves by millions of dollars. The property auctions will be organized by the Department of Justice, with the proceeds going back to Los Santos County. That is the ruling of this court.
So because that was a little lengthy, a summary of all of the charges. For the 6 counts of embezzlement, Mr. Baylor was found guilty. For the 3 counts of fraud, Mr. Baylor was found guilty. For the 1 count of conspiracy to commit robbery, he was found not guilty. For the count of conspiracy for weapons trafficking, he was found guilty. For the charge of contraband in the 2nd degree, he was found guilty. For the illegal blueprints, he was found guilty of 17 counts. For the identity theft, he was found not guilty of the 24 counts of identity theft, but guilty of the 2 counts of accessory. For the request for the clawback of all issued grants, proceeds, and profits made as a result, this has been granted in the amount of $30,400,000. The seizure of properties has been granted for all 7 properties. Of note with that, South Rockford 354, all of the GPUs that were seized are to be returned to the property. That will be sold along with the contents within. The above properties are all to be remanded into the care of the DOJ until auctioned off to the citizens of the state. The seizure of all 3 businesses has been granted, and the termination of the business license has been granted as well.
His business license?
And as a result of this, there will be precedent set regarding the possession of false identifications. The charge of identity theft is strangely worded and does not cover all situations. So henceforth, from this case, there will be a charge for the possession of false identifications. That is different from a stolen identification, as in a stolen identification comes back to someone who lives in our state. A fake identification is someone who does not. That is the ruling of this court. We'll be here for any questions if anyone has it.
I got some questions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Fantastic work, Springfield. Fantastic work.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
No, it's okay.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
Starting to. We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. Yeah.
That is
Well, he's ex-80s, but you know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
What, couldn't tell because of the mask.
furniture. You don't
It was
approve.
quite a lot.
furniture.
Yeah, we're old friends.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
Yeah.
that
Nice
is
to meet you.
Damn, he got scalped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually want to introduce you to, like, because he told me that he wanted to be a doctor. He's like, oh, I know a good friend.
Hey.
Oh yeah, Chin, this is the friend that I wanted to introduce you to.
I was explaining it to some of the other.
Oh yeah, Johnny.
I was like, if you embezzle
fucked up.
$100
Oh.
from the government,
Mm.
and you take that $100 and you put it on 12 at the roulette table, and you win $2,000, and they find out,
What's your name again?
they don't. Yeah, they don't get. Yeah, you don't just lose the $100. You lose the proceeds of your crime
This
too.
guy just got fucked raw and didn't even get.
They're
a
like,
chance to spit on it
oh.
before they did it. It's crazy work.
Jesus
Didn't
fucking
expect to do well
Christ.
out of this, but it makes
Because
sense.
of, you know what
Yeah.
happened.
Like, if
Yeah.
you read identity theft, there's like words missing that I think
Mm.
in there, and then it's like,
But damn, so what's
because
gonna
at
be
first we were going to
happening
find them
now,
guilty
like, you know?
because it was like, yeah, the creation of fake IDs, but then I was like, well, hold on, we can't prove that he made them. He just had them in his possession.
Yeah. I was curious about the conspiracy to commit robbery. Why that one didn't
But how'd
stick?
you try- how'd
Because he
you
had a
get $5 million
conspirator,
grant for an event?
Dante
It was a
Rivers,
shitty car show, and you pay the guy
Y-
that's
the one
Okay,
who
so
signed the contract in the fraudulent
Make some
contract
fucking
thing,
sense
right?
out of it.
Yeah. So
So
the way
true.
we looked at that one was, you know, he tried to backdate the thing. He tried
Right.
to backdate the contract,
I got paid like 100K
but because
for
that contract wasn't valid,
Wait, do you know how many properties?
and we
he
didn't have
has?
any
Seven.
other evidence that him and Dante were in communication. As far as we knew, that was the first time him and Dante had got into this agreement, and we'd
Well,
no
remember in
reasonable way to
the
know.
Even
in the text messages
but
from
even
Bruce
with the
Baylor.
text messages between Bruce and Dante about the
Yeah, what was
fees
that?
Me licking my
before
lips
the
'cause I
agreement even
know
went
that
into
he was-
place, that
Mhm.
still didn't have
I
anything
know
that
it was
could
He's
conclusively
getting a little bit too
tie with
excited.
the robbery.
No, I get you. What about the 2 individuals we found inside the property when we raided it?
Wait,
And,
is
and
it
I'm not.
theoretically
I'm just
public
curious what the
knowledge
thought.
which house had
Thought
what
I'm not
inside?
disagreeing with you. I actually, I totally get your
Like
reasoning on it. I'm just trying to
like
find
with
other evidence.
conspiracy, it's like
We
you
have to
sorta need-
show an
you
actual
sorta need both
discussion of
sides.
furtherance of the crime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony,
and
you look
like
forward
we
to
all
tell
we
me
were
what's in
almost a no on the conspiracy to weapons
Thank you.
traffic because it
Mhm.
like the text messages is what sort of sealed it because it's like
Mm.
the person actually put in an order for a gun.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So
but yeah, we will. I guess we need your guys' help to go seize these properties.
yeah,
All
100%.
right. We need to clear out 20 and 24. We didn't take anything out of them. We just held them in suspense while we waited for the determination.
Well, hold on.
The GPUs are in storage right now.
Do we know if the seizing works properly now?
It should. I mean, it happened with the party holiday warehouse.
Okay, so
I don't know.
what happened with that was that it just put it up on the tablet.
Oh.
And then Archie had to buy it. So if we're gonna do this, then
Okay.
we should put a bunch of money in someone's account
Yeah,
to
I'll
snipe them.
I can grab money.
Good work.
Yeah, just pull it out of DOJ.
Thank
and
you.
just,
Yeah.
We just need to
'cause
go
that was
clear out
that-
the illegal stuff out of those 2 buildings, and then we should be good.
I just remember that because
Our-
Archie asked for a reimbursement on that, and I didn't realize that that's what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
The car. So what was the ruling? I'm sorry, I'm super cooked. I'm on 2 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The embezzlement for the bet. How much of it was embezzled, and is there any of the assets from like the actual physical assets being seized from the building in regards to it?
So the way we will plan on running the auction is, I assume there's no illegal like inherently illegal stuff still in there.
Right. No, in 20 there's the illegal blueprints, and then
Yeah,
in
you can take
24
those.
it's the IDs. Those are the only inherently illegal things left.
Wait, you said something in my email?
Yeah, the way we were thinking about doing it is like a storage walls kind of auction. People can go, they can see what's in there, because.
Well, they should just be able to look at the raid report instead of having to actually go in there.
Well, yeah, we're gonna like put a thing together people can look at, but like, when it came to the bet, it was found that the bet was the only like legit thing he bought with grant money.
Wait, so are those?
Which is crazy. Like that shouldn't be allowed.
In the auction, like.
Because
Yeah,
he's literally just being given 100% free product.
We agree. Like Roman and Angela say, there were times during deliberation where like, Christ, the bail's office is fucked with the amount of stuff they're doing. But that's not what we're here for.
Yeah, we should definitely not be encouraging the mayor's offices to give away money to buy bet, because that's literally just giving them free 100% profit product.
I mean, I think the mayor's office giving out grants to buy vehicles is also fucked because that money goes right back to.
Yeah, it goes right back to the county.
Or it goes back to Los Santos at least.
Giving out money for operation costs and advertising, that.
You know what it also argues for? You ready for this one? It's false advertising.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's say you owned a car dealership, right? Call it like Knight's Cars. And I'm putting a vehicle up for bid, but I'm silently bumping it, right? Now you're putting legitimate money in, but low key, the house always wins, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, like inflation hit hard with all this embezzlement.
Yeah, and like we
Because
said in
people
the
didn't
thing,
care.
like Bruce buying that one house for 16 million, it
was way overvalued.
That's not representative of the market because it's a blind auction. People will overbid in the hopes that they can secure it, as opposed to if it was an in-person thing, then it would go more naturally, I guess.
Yeah, like even BET skyrocketed because people were given several $1 million to buy it, and they didn't care what the price was. It was all free money. Every time somebody matched, like I would watch it on Twitter and stuff, and every time somebody matched him, he would just raise the price again of what he's offering to buy it for. It skyrocketed BET costs, like just in a couple of weeks.
It had gotten down to like 200 per before he did all that too.
Yeah, I saw it peak at like $450 at one point.
Oh, but I mean, I assume Bruce is just going to be the first domino.
Oh yeah.
Probably go deal with that stuff.
I'm gonna just go stand outside of people's businesses and wait, and just watch the panic begin.
Oh, it's already begun. There's no way that it hasn't already begun.
How much scrambling do you think
okay,
is happening in this exact
no,
moment?
hold on. No. I have insider information. So
Oh.
To make you feel even more accomplished than you already are, the Los Santos County Mayor's office via Marlowe have been going through like grants that they've granted and just kind of following up and being like, what happened with this? Let me get bank records. And the amount of people, like they've already had somebody that they went to and were like, hey, let me get your bank records, and they just gave the money back.
Nice.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
So
I would
it's
go knock
working.
on doors and ask for bank records.
Yeah, I know Marlo was going through it. I'm obviously I don't know what's going to happen at this point.
So we apologize for the timing of this. We also realized that the that F1 event was happening, and so people probably wouldn't want to leave the F1 event to come listen to this. So to get the most public attention on it.
Honestly, you could have waited because this is like the back ass opposite time I'm awake. But you know what? You made the order, so I'm here.
Oh, don't you put that evil on us.
Shoot or shoot, you know what I'm saying? If you miss 100% of the shots, you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck me, bro. Spotted saying like he betted like 10 mil on like every single property in the auction.
All right. I don't know what.
All right, I need to go see the illegal shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go invest 20 million
All right.
in DOJ.
Hey, I wanted to say that that ruling was really enjoyable to listen to. I could tell you guys put a lot of effort into that. You know, it was very articulate.
They were cooking.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all want me to go ahead and put that up on the
So dumb.
by the way?
Yes, please.
All right.
I also have some business to attend to, Murray.
I mean, I'm sure you can handle that while I go embezzle 20 million.
Hell yeah. All right.
Like a plan. Me next. Me next.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't even need to be 20 million. We got the total last night, and it's like the best. I'm just gonna grab 5 just to be safe.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a marshal?
Yep. How can I help you?
Sorry to interrupt you. Do you know when the properties will be available for purchase for this?
Yeah, that's fucked,
probably
bro.
within like a week.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you put up at 5 times the original value based on the market.
So the way we came to the valuation is the tablet says market value is worth like Actually, we've got the exact numbers that on.
So it's like 480 or something like that.
Yeah, the tablet's like, this is worth like 500,000, and we're like, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Strawberry Avenue 20 is 516,000. So we 5x that to the because we found him guilty and he was liable for 30
We're
million.
asking about engine.
He was liable for 30 million. He had like 18 in his business accounts, so he was still missing 12.
Yeah.
So to make up that 12 million, we're getting that from the properties.
And that doesn't
fuck
include the
him.
assets in said property, or
Whoever wins the property wins the assets inside.
Yeah.
okay.
Hell yeah.
And
Wait, so which
the
property
assets
has, like,
inside
the,
will
I
be
just
known.
can't believe you got a 5 mil grant for an event.
All
where you
right.
paid the arts
Hey.
performing for an
All right.
hour,
You got
30K.
this. So,
Stingy bastard.
all right.
Jesus.
Y'all stay safe.
Thank you.
Just for
okay.
reference, it is
So the
public
report right now is
information
already been
on the
seized.
docket. So
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
it's easier to ask a question than it is to look from my head.
yeah, makes sense.
Dude, I was
All right,
spitting
guys,
on that
y'all
mirror
stay
park
safe.
house
All
as
right.
well, bro.
Hey, let this be a reminder: do not embezzle. All right.
Oh, I don't get paid enough to embezzle.
Oh man. All right. .495 back on station.
Oh, hey, Brian. How are you?
Who's this?
It's Tommy. How are you?
Oh, good to see you, Tinker.
Hey, good to see you too. Hope you're doing well, man.
You know, you too. I need a fucking jacket.
Surprising that, you know, I like
right.
Peacemaker. Yeah, it's
Hey,
fucking
it's
freezing out. You on short
Yeah,
sleeve.
yeah, I know. I need to find something good.
You need to get us some winter clothes there, Knight.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
only
wrong.
in this. I'm only in this because of the whole Swedish shit earlier.
Jesus.
So
Hey.
apparently, cops were calling Chapman